Hey everyone, this is Pat with BentoByte. Now, this time around, instead of writing a review, I drew the short end of the straw and I had to read a Shojo. So, besides writing one, I decided to just do a video one instead, since this isn't usually my realm of expertise. So, we were sent this little book here called Honey So Sweet by Viz Media, and Honey So Sweet is a Shojo, like a slice of life romantic shoujo. For those of you who don't know what shoujo is, it is a subgenre of manga that is aimed at a younger female audience. So, you could understand, me being me, I was a little bit out of my element when I read this story. So, Honey So Sweet is about a girl named Now. Now, she decides to leave an umbrella and some bandages for a delinquent who was basically beat up and sitting outside in the rain back in middle school. What she doesn't realize is that in high school she's going to run into this guy once more. His name is Taiga, kind of like Toradora Taiga, except a guy. And he is very intimidating, and he's the punk that everybody imagines him to be. Except when he goes to talk to her, he instead is very sweet and hands her roses. So the story revolves around the two of them and their relationship, and essentially them falling in love. Being that it is a shoujo love story, things are never that easy. Naturally, she's in love with someone else, and it'll be a while before she inevitably comes to realize that she's in love with Taiga. The story is very slow, but, like the title, has a multitude of sweet moments between the two main characters. For a shoujo, this story has all the typical tropes and cliches that one would come to expect out of a manga like this. A girl that is timid, a worrier, and who overthinks absolutely everything. And naturally a bad boy who is rough around the edges, but it really is caring, kind, and a compassionate individual. Of course, they meet friends along the way, each of which have their own issues, I might add. And all of this culminates into a fairly typical story. Now, I personally find the main character absolutely insufferable at times, which makes me think a lot about how there are a lot of parallels between her and the main character in Twilight. She constantly overthinks every single situation. She overthinks absolutely everything, and she gets very flustered very quickly. Now, that being said, though, it is a good story. It's just not my typical cup of tea. But if you're into that sort of thing and looking for a new shoujo, then this is a good place to start. I am curious to see where this is going, considering everything seems a bit too easy right now. Everything seems to be going fine, and there's not nearly enough drama and conflict. So something has to be around the corner to kind of throw a wrench into the whole process. And I'm wondering what that will be. So I'm sure we'll find out within the next volume. I'd personally give this a 72. I would definitely say it's worth it if you're into the shoujo subgenre. But if you're a 25-year-old adult male, you could probably forego this one if you want. Unless you're into that sort of thing, then in which case, no judgments. But that's it for this review. Check us out on social media at our website, bentobyte.co. And until next time, we'll see you all later.